New at 6 tonight, property owners in rural Pinal County say their livelihoods are in jeopardy as the Board of Supervisors considers changes to their zoning regulations.
The large public outcry now has elected officials taking a step back, reconsidering what's best for their residents.
12 News journalist Sean Rice has been talking to farm and livestock owners today. And Sean, how would these changes impact them?
Yeah, Mark and Kribe, dozens of property owners in Pinal County tell me if these zoning changes are adopted, it would put them out of business. Many believe this is an attempt to make a rural county more urban by placing restrictions on things like how many livestock they can have on their property, how long their fences are, and even where they can perform maintenance on their own cars. They're now calling on the county supervisors to reconsider this all. It's a plea that's gaining traction.
Collect eggs with me?
On Nikki Kirkland's property in Pinal County.
Hi. Hi. What'd they say? What's the cow say?
Raising livestock with her young son is her family's way of life.
The first initial thing I felt was fear.
She says that way of life is threatened by an over 400-page document of proposed changes to the Pinal County zoning requirements.
There's rules about how many feet from your fences they have to be and how many feet from your wells things have to be and your compost where that needs to be.
These are just a few of the proposed changes now in the hands of the 5 county supervisors. Even more troublesome to Kirkland and other rural property owners is restrictions on the amount of livestock someone can have on their property. No more than 3 pigs, 200 chickens, 20 rabbits, and additional rules on large livestock like horses and ponies.
That's like what Pinal County is. It is the rural, they think of it as like the rural way of life. And I feel like we're stepping away from our heritage.
The drafting of zoning changes brought hundreds of property owners to Wednesday's Board of Supervisors meeting. The public comment portion lasted hours as residents aired their grievances on these proposed changes.
It says draft. There's a starting point. That's all it is. It's a starting point. Well, that starting point accomplished what we needed to accomplish.
Pinal County Supervisor Mike Goodman heard those concerns loud and clear. He says the last time their zoning requirements in Pinal County were updated was back in 2012, and code enforcement was seeing an influx of complaints on the exact topics people are now up in arms over.
A lot of complaints from neighbors in the neighborhood, especially in the rural areas, where individuals were either had more than one horse or multiple horses, and people, their neighbors, thought that was too many. They weren't able to take care of them. Or somebody was running their small business operation out of a rural area. They didn't think that was right.
But amidst a large public outcry, he is vowing for changes to be made.
This is what we're going to do with this. We're scrapping it. It's going away.
The 5 supervisors are expected to quash those proposed changes at a meeting next week. It doesn't mean there won't be future zoning changes, but when they come, Goodman says he wants public input before the ink dries on their next draft.
We're going to start all over, and we're inviting the people to be a part of this with us. Let's do this right.
Sure.
We did it wrong. Let's do this right.
And a vote on potentially canceling these proposed zoning changes is scheduled for this upcoming Wednesday. As with all public meetings, the Pinal County supervisors are encouraging the public to attend and work to find a solution, one that works for everyone. Mark.
All right, Sean, thanks. Still